Hi everybody! Today we're going to get to the sugar cookie, and I'm so excited about this. Today I'm not going to use goat milk, I'm just going to use plain water and lye, and my oils is going to be lard, extra virgin olive oil, and coconut oil. I'm going to use titanium dioxide to lighten my oils, and I'm going to use my hot chocolate mix to do a little bit of a brown, and all I'm going to do is swirl the brown into this. Not sure if I'm going to pour, I'm not sure, but my lye is getting cool, and I'm thinking about putting Himalayan salt on top of it for like sprinkle look. I'm not sure yet. Well, we'll see how it goes. I thought about trying to do a topper, but we'll see. It's raining here today, so it's going to take things longer to thicken up. So we'll see. But just as soon as lye gets cool, we'll be back. Okay, I went back and read what this will do to the soap. So this is going to turn a brown color. I put titanium dioxide in it, hoping that it will lighten it. I wish that I had put the fragrance oil only in the brown and left the white, but I forgot. And that's why it's careful to, whenever you pick your fragrances, whenever you do get them in, to double check and see what they do to your soap first. So I'm hoping this is not going to turn an ugly brown, but I'm thinking about doing a topper for the soap. So if so, I can leave out the color, the fragrance oil out of the topper. We'll see what happens. But if it does, it's okay. It's going to still make a pretty bar of soap. So we'll get to pouring here. And my goal is to pour. This is still pretty fluid. I've mixed and mixed and mixed, and I've got another rainy day here on my hands. So I'm going to pour a lot in, but not all of it, about half of it. And then I'm going to pour my brown, and I'm going to pour it just different ways, and I'm going to pour it up high and down low, and then I'm going to save some And then I'm going to pour the white again. And no rhyme or reason how I'm pouring it. I'm just pouring it, hoping that it gives me some little lines in there. And then we'll pour the white again. Trying to disperse that. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. So that's making me happy. And I'm going to finish this off. And this has a little bit of sugar that's in that. So I was told that sugar, let's see, sugar makes soft bars and helps with lather. And salt helps make a hard bar. So I'm going to test that out. I'm going to give it a test. So this is got sugar in it. So the next batch that I make, I'm going to put salt in it and see if it changes my recipe in any way. And I'm sorry, I have just realized that I put Ginsol on the wrong side and I have covered up the whole mold. And I'm very sorry for that. But get all this goodness out of here. And what happened is what I wanted to happen, but I'm still going to take my thermometer and just drag it backwards and forwards. And that is very liquidy, and I'm thinking that the fragrance oil slowed down trace. So that's going to take it longer to set up, so because it was very well blended. But that is what I wanted. I wanted like a marbly, it's kind of looked like a wood grain look. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's very fluid, so I'm thinking it's either the humidity in the air or it's just what's happening. But that's the soap for today. If it starts setting up, what I'm going to do is, if I don't make a topper, I'm thinking of a topper, but if not, I have some Mountain Pour here. This is the first time I'm ever going to be able to use this. And I've put a little bit of gold, shimmering gold in here, which is already set back up. I've got to melt it again. And I'm going to spoon the top, decorate the top, and then I was going to drizzle Mountain Pour over top. So we'll see what happens, and then we'll be back. Okay, while that other is setting up, I'm going to take a little bit of this brown that I had left over for this batter. I'm not going to put a top on this one. I had to make another batch of soap. So, we're going to try and decorate this soap. I don't know, it may set up already too much. I'm not sure. But we'll see. If not, we'll just decorate one little side of it. Now, what I envisioned was to drag this through this and make a pattern. And then try and swirl it on this side. And it's already set up too much, so that's not going to work the way I wanted it to. Okie dokie. I think I may be able to spin it, though. May be able to, yep. It's set up just enough that I can work with it and make it like a high top. And just push that into the middle. Not what I envisioned, But everything don't always work out the way we want it to, does it? Okay. That looks somewhat better. Turn this around. Get that out of the way. Let's turn this around. See what we're working with. A little bit better. Yeah. Okay. That still don't look too bad. Okay. I melted some melt and pour, and I'm not sure how this stuff works, but it's not doing too good for me. Don't know if it's old, ain't no good, what, but it sets up like fast. I mean, you can't even stir the color into it. So I'm going to melt it one more time, see what happens. So this is what it looks like, but then in a matter of seconds though, I can't even pop it up in there. So I'm just going to take a spoon and I'm going to drizzle this. It actually didn't change the color, so I'm not going to do that. Nope, not going to do that. So okay, try something else. So I just put some gold mica in this oil, and I'm going to drizzle the gold. I've seen them do that a little bit, so I'm just going to do that. I don't know how that works, but there we go. And I think my piping's ready to set up for the other loaf. Okay, here we go. This is a little bit better. It's still not all the way where I want it to be, but it'll thicken up as I'm doing the bottom. So I'm just going to pipe across here. And I want to fill in so I don't see any of the bottom. And I'm going to just go down the front side. And just pop little stars all the way down. Gotta keep doing this until I get it all filled in. Okay, so that's row 1. Now, you done all that. Now you want to go in between the stars. And you fill in between each star. And you just keep doing that until you get it filled up. Now, if you had a bigger piping tip than I do, it would go a lot faster than I'm doing. But I got these off of an online auction thing, and I only gave $1 for a bag of 20, and these 3 little tips was on the end of it, and I didn't want to mess with my cake tips, so that's why I'm using these. But when I get back to the store, I'm going to get a good tip. Now this is a good tip for anybody that does cakes, or sorry about the noise, anybody that does cakes or popping like this. We've got air in the bag down there, so let's do that again. Head your bag over a cup like this, and then you can get your icing down in there without putting it everywhere. You just spoon it in here, and it helps that you freeze your hands up. It would be neater if I wasn't sticking my fingers in everything. And I'm just going to burp my bag, and that means that I'm going to squeeze some at the end of it out. And I'm just going to keep going down through here. Piping these little stars on top. The more you push, the more it comes out, the bigger the star. So keep that in mind. You want to kind of keep them the same size, but sometimes I push a little bit too hard. So on the outside here, instead of making 2 small ones, I'm going to make a big one. And I think that I have enough icing that I may be able to pop that other one. And now I'm just going towards the center more, just to mound up the center, because I want to decorate the top with some of that mica. And each bar will be different. I'm going to finish up what I have in the bag here. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going to drizzle the top with mica. I'm not used to this stuff yet, so it's going to take trial and error for what it does and how everything works, but I think that looks like sugar cookies to me. I think it's pretty. Okay, I think that's enough. So this is sugar cookies. Smells so good. Okay, I think we got enough here that we can do this one, and I kind of messed up the top a little bit so we can flatten it back down. We're going to pipe hit that fast and get hit on here. got my gloves a little bit oily. Let me see what time we got on there. Okay. Got my gloves just a little bit oily. So let's get our mica on top of here. Mica drizzle. May have to get a little bit more, but I'm not sure. I see a lot of micas on the bottom. We're just going to drizzle it over the top. Just as long as the top's got some, I'm happy. If all of it don't get none, I just want the top to have it. Here, and then we can go back and do extra. I'm just going to drizzle it like this. Not sure if that's going to be any different than... There we go. That is soap number 2 for sugar cookie. I can't wait to cut this. This is by far my most exciting, and it's just got 2 colors, so I can't wait. Good afternoon, everybody. This is my sugar cookie soap, and this is the first one I did that was kind of runny and didn't set up real fast. But we're going to trim off the end of it right here, and we're going to see how much it discolored, because at the time I forgot that the fragrance discolored it a little bit, but it don't look too bad. So we're going to start working with this and see what that comes to be. And I'm not going to be talking much in this because I have a cold, so thanks for watching. is actually a very pretty bar of soap, and for my first topper I don't think I did too bad. This is where I readjusted the side of the top of the bar, so that's why it looks a little bit different. I'll get the other loaf and we'll cut it. Okay, this is the second loaf of soap I did, and I only put the fragrance oil in the brown part that's in here, and I didn't put it in the white part. And I also made a different recipe for it because I wanted a topper, and so this bar is set up pretty hard, and I should have unmolded it a long time ago, so may have some trouble here. I'm going to put a firm pressure on it and cut these out. Totally different look. I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe it went through a gel phase. I'm not sure. I'm so new to soap that I'm not sure about these things. I did take the hanger to this. It is kind of pretty though. Very odd pattern in this. It could be the fragrance oil. I'm not for sure, but it smells good. This batter, this recipe sets up faster, so I'm going to modify it for just the top instead of fixing it for soap, because it's alright for one color. If you want to do just one color or two colors, it's something fast, but to do detail work it sets up too fast. I'm thinking it's fragrance oil. See how it's running? If y'all can see that or not. I think that's what it is. The fragrance oil wasn't mixed in properly or something. Not sure if that affects the bar or not. Sure. And this is just the end cap, and I'm going to keep it like that so I can use it and test it out. But in a way, I'm liking the one that turned colors a little bit. This is the first soap that we did, and this is the second soap. I'm not sure if that's, block that, if it's fragrance seeping through or what, but that's the difference, and I should have kept with a method number 1. Maybe I put too much titanium dioxide in here. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's it, y'all. That's the 2 soaps that I did. You can tell one's a little bit higher than the other because of the way I did them. Let's see, Kitchens. There you go. So, thank you all for watching my video. If you have not already, like and subscribe to my page, and